Grande. Top chart there. Bingo. Alright, we'll figure this out. Anyways. What's going on, POJ Gamer? We're gonna do a little IRL today. Before I break something, I better look what I'm jacking up on. Like is done. Can't spin me yet. Well, this isn't gonna work. 4 likes, guys. Thank you so much. This isn't gonna work. Who knows how long that was doing that for? Look at that. That fucking sucks. Sucks a lot. What the fuck turned that thing off? I have no idea where to put the fucking key. Julie Jules, hey, how are you? What's going on, Frank? Great to see you guys stopping by. We're just doing some brake work today. These are pretty beat up. You've been missing my gaming? Yeah. I've skipped a few nights myself too. Sometimes I'll game and not stream. I think some of it is though is just teach you how to change a tire. That's pretty easy. My 3-year-old can do that one. All right, so we got just kind of cool. You're losing me like every fucking 10 seconds. I don't know. So, you got 2 bolts on the back here. Hold the caliper on. Righty, tighty, lefty, loosey. Start with the bottom bolt. Break that loose. There's really not a lot of room down here. Definitely not a lot of room. But definitely to let you guys know that if it buffers or whatever, I'll continually try to fix it. The signal will be better for the other side because that's the side I'm closer to my house. It'll definitely be the clearer stream. This is closer to the street. It's all good. Thank you, Frank. So just to give you guys a close-up here. Right here is what we're working on. This bolt here. Never done brakes before? It's my daughter did this, Frank. My daughter can do this. It is so easy you can do it. This little caliper, including the front one, is held on by 2 pins. This pin here, and over here you'll see this pin on different cars. Yeah, there we go. Fucking freak. Alright, it looks. So we're gonna loosen this one up. As soon as this gets off, this whole thing comes off. My rotors are pretty brand new. No grooves. That's what we want to try to avoid when we brakes go bad. Not to drive on them like Lugs does when he's trucking. Is this a tutorial? Sure. Woo. That one was done tough. Frank, that's us here in the city, Kimmy. Turn again. Now some of these have a, especially for the all the way through, buffering. No, it's not your connection, Kimmy, it's mine. I'm too far away from the house. When I do the other side of the... So... no, actually, I can actually fly through this pretty fast. I can fly through this pretty fast. I'm just taking my time, though, right now. If you're on your way home, sure. I'll probably be on the other side by then. Pop that down there. Wiggle it. My assistant. Yeah, my assistant's at work. So what we do then is we take this caliper right here, and we just wiggle it, and it comes right off. All right, set it right here. This here is the piston. This is what compresses your brakes and makes you stop. These look pretty good. We just set that up there for now. And these just pop right out. And they look in amazing condition. Sorry about that, guys. I'm pointing you down to the ground. So what we look for in brakes for back brakes, yes, they're pretty small. And you just look for this thickness here. What I'll do is I'll show you the brand new set. Am I like balding on the back or what? Who knows? Anyway, so after examining these brakes, I'm going to crack these bad boys open. After they've been shrink wrapped. Now obviously it's identical to the other side, so it doesn't matter which side you grab. There's really no left side. So when you do brakes, especially the front, you have to compress the cylinder back. And how you do that is you take your pad, you put it backwards, you take your C-clamp, and you put it right on the back here. And you just kind of squeeze it back into place. Now this one here doesn't allow me much of a grip spot. We're going to try to go a little bit bigger, because we don't have to go very far. So we're going to go right there. Try to place the pressure thing in the middle. You just compress it back in, just a little bit of a just to where it's flush. You release it, It's done. You slide it into this metal groove here, right here, these two. So it fits right in there, right in there. That's it. Simple as that. Then all that happens is you take this caliper, you put it right back on. Make sure you're lining up these top one and the bottom one. And then that's it. You slide the bolts back through, you tighten them back up, and you put the wheel back on. You're done. That simple. That simple. I'm going to put you guys back up here now real quick while I zip through this so that we can get to the other side and get a little bit better of a connection. That's pretty simple, just a set of sockets and a C-clamp. Get this back over here. Sometimes these are a little tricky to get back on, especially when they're moving. There we go. You do a quick snug, obviously while it's still in the air. And then what I like to do is I barely put the tire down. All right, no problem, no problem. Just moving the tools over here. All right. Brakes on a cold Saturday, yes. This one here is a lock lug. No pun intended lug. Some of these cars have them. There's no teeth on them. You got to use a special key that looks like a socket that fits on the end of that. And I swear to God, I just actually had it earlier and I don't know where the fuck I put it. So that's going to be an off-camera search. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go grab some. All right. Sucks when you're trying to do a stream outside and you gotta run your damn power charging cord. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We're just gonna put something in your guys' butt. Okay. I think we're also here. All right. A little bit of a lag. So, Lug, your question was, what do we use? To answer your question, you need a C-clamp. Right here will be a size. This is a 4-inch clamp. You get like a 4 or 5-inch clamp would be good enough. This is to compress your caliper. Next thing you need is a cheap set of sockets. Harbor Freight. 10 bucks, 12 bucks. They're all yours. This one even came with a. It even came with a ratchet. That's about it. We're just going to go ahead and get this done. When you're talented, you can do it with one hand. It's just like beating off. You can do it with one hand. This one didn't get fully loosened, but we're going to do a quick little jack up. Never thought I'd be saying this, but consult your owner's manual for jack up positions. As I can tell you right now, I'm not jacking up where I'm supposed to be, I think. But I love this spot because it requires me to barely lift the car. It's the most safest. How about that for me? So we're going to take this. That's why I'm doing it kind of off camera a little bit. Jack. And please, people, don't be lazy. Go out and buy yourself a $30, $40 hydraulic jack. Because if you're gonna sit here and do this with fucking scissor jacks, you don't deserve to be working on your car. Just saying. So I already made contact with the spot. I'm gonna do 1 push, 2 push, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The tire's already off the ground. Right there. Car's not high in the air. It's not gonna fall. It's pretty damn simple. What we'll do is we'll flip these off. always one stubborn fuck that never wants to listen. Pull that bad boy off. Roll it forward, or alright, we threw that back there. So I can get my fat ass into the spot. Alright, same thing, rinse, repeat on this process. A lot better of the signal. Right there, one here, and one below. I'm gonna unloosen these two. This thing's just gonna pop right off, real easy. Socket. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Always remember that. Whenever trying to open anything. And just put a little muscle in there. It's already loose. Real simple. You have to use a lot of muscle or strength. Even a weak ass bitch like Stunner can do it. I hope you're lurking. And this one's loose now too. Sorry about the wind, guys, if the wind is getting into the speaker. Bolt number 2. So just these two hold on your caliper. How old is my car? It's a 2011 Camry. So it's only 8.5 years old. Yes, Lug, all the cars are about the same on this. The only thing that's going to be different on some cars, let me get it right up to you here in the camera, is the end. This one is for a socket. Some of them are an Allen wrench, so you get a big Allen wrench socket ending, or some of them are this star shape. That's the only thing that'll be different on these things, these bolts here. And then obviously, like I said, the back brakes will most likely always be something short. The front brakes will be really long ones. Because obviously they do all the braking, is basically the front. Alright. Got that back. Yep. Tools check hydrant. And then we're just going to take our hand right here. We're going to grab it. We're going to wiggle it. That's all I have to do is wiggle this. Just a little bit. Wiggle it just a little bit. Pull it out. And just as I suspected, these brakes are actually still good too. But we're going to change them anyway. Just for the sake of the video. They're really in good shape. They still got plenty of thickness. When they're bad is when they get really close to this bottom piece of metal. There's still quite a bit of thickness. And so we'll do a little comparison. It's still got more than 50% of its life on it. Pop that off, drop that one. Feeling the rotor. It's smooth, clean, no grooves, no roughness to it. That means they don't have to be replaced. So I take this bad boy, slide it into the back. Slide it in her back door, right where she likes it. I'm doing this blindly right now at the moment, so. Sometimes these there's little metal guide tabs here that kind of get away. What's going on, Adriana? Shake and bake. Yes, you can do this on your 1912 Model T. That I'm pretty sure you start with a fucking Kronos Max. Alright, so that one's in flush. Got the last piece. Sits right here on this little groove. Done. That's all it is. They just sit right there. But first, Lug, you weren't paying attention because you didn't catch me or correct me. You got to compress the cylinder, the piston here on the caliper. So we take the brand new pad, or you can use the old one, it doesn't matter. You set it backwards. You open your C-clamp all the way. You clip it in the back, like so, front and back. And you just slowly compress. It'll take probably about maybe 10 turns, 6 turns, and we're done. That's simple. Sometimes when the front brakes will require a little more turning than the back because they're the primary braking system. Put that back in there. Piston's all good. Looks great. Shape. Nothing fucked up about it. Line up your guide pins. That's what those bolts were called. You feel sick as fuck? Damn. She's gonna Ralph. Got the 2 bolts. Put them in the bottom. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it just a little bit. Just like Adriana does with their boobies. Screw that in. Top one. Make sure all the cables, there's not a single cable. Yeah, like that was really simple. It's my daughter did her last set that I just took a picture of on Twitter. She did her front brakes all by herself. I literally just sat on my ass and watched her. You just screw those in by hand. Always do things by hand first though. Try not to use a tool or anything because then you start fucking up threads. Alright, that's tight. There's no reason to over tighten them, you just tighten them like a tighten. Alright. Lug, we're done. We are done, sir. At the back you have those cables. The brake lines. If I have to tighten my brake lines now, I'm in trouble. They should never have to be tightened. The only time you worry about those is 1, either in an accident, or 2, from rust. Then you just replace the whole line. But I never even touch them. I don't even look at, I may just give a visual inspection, make sure they're not hit by road debris or something. And you do this kind of as you're glancing in. I mean, referring to this one here, this line, okay, they all look really good. This is the brake line hose here. Everything else looks good. So, like I showed you before, guys, this one here, it's all back together. There's gonna be a little bit of play, but once this starts to expand, when you pump your brakes a little bit, it'll tighten its grip. I mean, I don't know how much you guys pay to go have your brakes done, but you can save yourself a shitload of money, because I just paid 30 bucks for those pads and I did the work for myself. So what do the mechanics want, you know, 70, 80 bucks to do that? You go and get your toolbox now. I don't know about that, Jono. I don't know what kind of. I think there's a choice when you can go to where you can buy the particular type of material. Something that's maybe not as easy to rust. $100 you pay. You just saved yourself 70 bucks right now, Lugs. 70 bucks that can go towards Adriana's titty pics. Or getting her over here to America. Not sure. It is, well, how about this? Is it normal? It's normal for me. If you've been raised in a family where you're kind of mechanically inclined, or your dad was kind of handy, yes. And a lot of factors come into play when you're doing your own brakes. One, you got to have a place to do it, preferably your own house. I've lived in an apartment where I just went out to the damn street and I changed my brakes right there on the curb. That's usually how I did it, because it's so simple and fast. You know, I can do it like that. Now, I'm not going to pull an engine on the side of the road though, but I have my own cement parking slab in front of my house. I pull it up here where I park, jack it up, and I do my brakes, Adriana. Well, changing your tires is a little bit different. A lot of times what changing tires requires two jacks, because you got to lift up the whole car at the same time, well, at least one end of the car completely, where you can do two tires. Because you can't really do it with one jack, unless you use jack stands, obviously. You'll jack up each tire, put a jack stand under it, and then swap your tires. These here are brand new. I just bought these a week ago. Paid $100 a piece. And I think they're rated for like 60,000 miles or something. And I think I got road collision on them too. So if they hit debris and they blow out, it gets replaced. So we're gonna slip this back on real quick, and then I'll get back over to the questions. But I truly do prefer changing my own tires, Adriana, or brakes, or any repairs. I do my own oil changes. bad boy out here. You always try to tighten these as much as you can by hand, so you don't cross that up. Nothing deals. What's going on, sir? Welcome to the stream. A torque wrench. This is the U.S. Death and Deals. We don't torque wrench our lugs. When it's the winter time and I'm on the side of the road, I don't want to have to worry about my lug nuts being torqued so tight that I can't fucking get them off, and I'm stuck with a flat tire. I do this purely by feel. When you've done this long enough, you learn to do it by feel. Oh, you just fucking me? Hardy har har. Put my foot here. Tighten everything with the slight little tightness right here. Tire's gonna move, tire's gonna move, tire's gonna move, tire's gonna move. Flat. And my question, when does McDonald's need? That's funny. Hold on, let me light my fag. Well, I'll be damned. Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. That's my penis. If you haven't seen it. Anyway. That's how we do everything. Hey Ryan, how are you, sweetheart? Welcome to the stream. I just finished doing my brakes, so. Yes, I'm done with the brakes. I just finished. There, it was really fast. You can ask Lug right above. He even wants to start doing it. What's next? It's probably going to be cleaning this. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do it today though. But this car needs to be cleaned out. There's just a whole bunch of junk in it. Because this is the car that I'm going to be probably Ubering in. Someone cut your brake line, or maybe your brake line broke. Because that's pretty hard to cut a brake line. You sure it's not some rust? Because some rust will do that. Yeah, I'm gonna Uber Adriana. Yep. I decided to go into the workforce. You'd think someone cut it, okay. Someone's trying to kill you? What'd you do to him? I'm like Dave Chappelle. I'm the victim blamer. What did you do to the guy to deserve your brake lines cut? I love that. Oh, like Adriana, that's right. Adriana had some work done in her car and they forgot to put shit back together. She could have like died or killed somebody. He's like, what did I do? Oh, no, Adriana, I already plan on driving everybody around. I got a van. Yeah, I got a 7-passenger van. Leather seats, DVD player, all the bells and whistles. Matter of fact, maybe the next couple weeks I'll do another live and do an oil change for you guys. And there goes my door. Let me go close that real quick. Oh, it's here. No. Oh yeah. I'll pick everybody up from the airport. I'll bring them in. No need for a taxi or anything. I'll pick you guys up. Take you back to the airport. Oh, good, it closed itself. But yeah, this is Gus Gus. You just saw his ass. He likes to come outside. How old am I? 24. Oh yeah, that's in deals. Right? Insurance and everything is gonna kill him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wants to play in the tools, sniff the glove. I had him since he was a tiny little kitten fitting in my hands. I showed you my pussy, yes. It's a little old and used, but it serves its purpose. Just the other day when it was raining, my pussy got wet. Pure pussy. Uh-huh. Exactly. I was just bored today, and plus I had to do this. I'm expecting to start up Ubering within the next few days. I got to take it for a safety inspection. You're allergic to them? Fuck, I'm gonna rub my... So... After I, maybe whip me up something to eat, I'll see if I can fire up a stream or something. Play for a little bit. But... I know, that's why he likes dick. He's allergic to pussy. How cold is it? It's I can see my breath, so it's probably upper 40s, low 50s. It's actually nice out. It's not bitter cold. Appreciate the 15 likes and my lovely dislike. I love you too. You working today, Lug, or are you off? Yeah, fuck the haters. What you doing today, Orion? You just chilling out at home? You're off? That's cool. And he didn't even drink. I know. He's a wuss. He can't hang. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy Lugs a bottle of Rumpelmans. And I want to see his fucking weak ass try to drink some of that shit. I'll give him a pint because I know he's going to quit. Or like a fifth or something. And have him drink that stuff and see if he can chug it. He can hang, I know. Definitely can't, sir. What the hell, Stunner's gay ass? He can't be doing that. He's not even working. Have one more cigarette and then I'm going to clean up, chat with you guys for a little bit, and then I'm going to go inside, clean up, grab a bite to eat, and then Lugs, if you're not doing anything, get on fucking line and we'll play something for like an hour or hour and a half. Hold on. I know, Pete. I mean, the best relation that I can think of it is, you'll play? Definitely, cool. The best relation I can think of it is it's similar to, like, you know, mouthwash, Listerine. It has the hard little burn, but it's really, really, really sweet. And I love drinking it, especially like at the bar, man, because it's like, you could be like, I don't know, talking to somebody, have this minty little breath. Nobody gets offended from like nasty beer or whatever smell. It does taste good, Adriana. It does taste good. It's better than Camel Last, that's for sure. Way better than Camel Last. Oh, and one more thing, Lugs, for 30 bucks, these brakes are lifetime warranty. So all you do is you take these off. Well, I do it. I do it backwards. I take them off and I throw them in this. I save the box, and I take them back and I get free new ones. So once you paid once, you'll never have to pay for brakes again, and you just do the work. So you have free brakes for the rest of the lifetime of the car that you own it. Never drink really strong alcohol? It gets you fucked up fast, though. Fucked up fast. That's why my bottle lasted me like 3 days. I drank it like in thirds. A third of a bottle, and I get just as drunk as you with all the alcohol you bought. Or actually more drunk than you than all the alcohol you bought. And more drunk than Stunner. Prepare yourself for America. And then actually when Bomber needs his done, he told me I can go do his brakes. So we can do a live stream from there. Hell, I can even teach Bomber how to do it. The Fireball is pretty strong, yes. That'll burn. But that has just a really nasty aftertaste. I bought the little shot bottles at the counter and chug one of those, and it's like, oh. Well, you won't last long. You work today, Pete? because I just told Lugs I was going to fire up a stream and play for a little bit, maybe in about an hour. Less than an hour. It'll take me about, I don't know, 15 minutes to clean up. And another 5 minutes to wash my hands and shit. So if you want to join Pete, you're more than welcome to. Alrighty. Well, enough of staring at my ugly mug. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I'll fire up a gaming stream in just a little bit. Please come back. And I'll catch up with you, Lugs. And we'll play a little bit of Modern Warfare for a little bit. Then I'll have some dinner. Get settled with the boys for bed. And I'll probably jump back on again tonight. I think tonight is GTA 5. So we'll definitely do that. You're going to jump on too? Oh, you do work tonight. Okay. All right, so give me like 20 minutes tops or so. And we'll go from there. Okay, guys? Thanks so much for coming and hanging out. I'll see you guys. Cancel. How the fuck do I turn this off?